All right, guys, so welcome in. I'm going to get us started on our Illustrator file for the campsite. The big thing here is you always want to have your lesson open. A lot of these are going to be coming straight step by step, so I'm going to work through what I can and help you guys out. Instead of making like a cluster of three, I'll probably just make one hot air balloon, one cloud, one tent, and then the fire. When it comes to setting up like the clouds and the line work and that kind of stuff, I am going to expect that you guys kind of work through it on your own and adapt these a little bit to make them your own. The biggest thing here is it's very functional for you to kind of build and create this all on your own. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go new file. Big thing is you always want to make sure you're working in inches. If you do points or pixels, it won't be big enough to actually edit your vectors. Hit create and you're going to be here. If we come over here, our first task is all working with the direct selection tool and different shapes in order to build this hot air balloon out, okay? So I'm going to do step A for you and then we'll move on. So first things first, right click, make my shape. Always want to make sure your fill is off. Then I'm going to right click, my rectangle, use my direct selection, select both, and unite. Then I'm going to zoom in, click my anchor, pull, anchor, pull. From here, I take this selection tool, cut it in half, make sure I'm on this side, window copy, window paste. I'm also going to select that and get rid of that. Now, window copy, window paste, line it up, and then using the selection tool, I'm going to drag and shift and mirror that hot air balloon. From here, we have done step 1 through 6. I'm going to come up here and we're going to learn how to blend our options. So, select both, object, blend, blend options. I want to make it specified steps. That's going to be what's listed here. And we want 5 steps. And then I'm going to do the rest. So I'll hit 5, hit OK, object, blend, and we have to tell it to do it. Now it's made those different sections. From here, I'm going to add a rectangle. But I also have to blend and expand them. So object, blend, expand. Put my rectangle in, make a selection. Everything's selected like this, and you're going to go object, live paint, make. Those are little snowflakes that they're talking about in this. And then you're going to find the live paint bucket, which if it's not located here, you could go to the 3 dots and find it under paint. Pick your color and start dropping whichever colors you would like. Okay, once I have my hot air balloon, and we're at this point, we're going to make the basket. So we're going to add a rectangle underneath, and then we're going to pull and make the basket rounded. Move it, size it, and then this is where we can around it like that, and I might even come here, and there's my basket. Individual anchors make it so just the bottom is curved. All right, now I'm going to add that other rectangle on top. Space it out however I'd like. Add this rectangle on top. Come here, around all my corners. And then I'm going to use the line tool. And then you could do all that other stuff where it's like select the same, make the same. I'm just going to go window copy, window paste, or command copy, command paste. And use the rulers and guides to set up my basket. Then I can make a selection and shift them all however I'd like. Now with that, I can select and delete this. And if I want to make a couple hot air balloons, I go copy paste, slide them, size them. I've got matching hot air balloons. Now let's do the cloud. So with the cloud, we're going to start with the circles and we're going to build them up. It looks like we're going to do I'm probably going to do 5 at the bottom and then work my way up in a pyramid form, just like this. Turn my fill off, boost my stroke, and then you can go Command D, Command V. It would duplicate it. I also like Command Copy, Command Paste. And everything I'm doing, I'm getting directly from the instructions. And I'm going to make a selection and unite it. There's one little guy in here that needs to be shifted. And then I should be able to unite, and I've got a cloud. Now with these clouds, we did all of that. We're going to open the cloud, object path join, and join the shapes together. You could do that, or you could unite them just like I did. And then we can fill and arrange it so it goes to the front or the back. So I could even take it here. I could fill it blue right now. Maybe I'll make it a little pastel. See how it's in front? So I could leave this one here. Window copy, window paste. Slide it over here, right click, arrange, send to back. And that would be how I'd set my clouds up. You don't have to do the straight on the cloud if you don't want to. All you'd have to do is cut out that path and then you would remove it. So for example, if you wanted to make it straight and not bubbly, you'd come here, you'd make a selection like we did before. Backspace, line, pull, and unite. Then you could take this and fill it whatever color you would like. And that would be that step. Now, to make it look like they're moving through the sky, we want to add these lines that are broken. So I come over here with my line segment tool, go like this, and then it wants rounded. So what we need to do here pick your anchor, and then you would come over here and you go stroke and you would make it rounded. And then you could also do another stroke line. Definitely rounded. You go stroke and you can make it dashed and make it 7 point or 5 point, something smaller, and you get those dashes. And that's how you'd make it look like it's moving through the sky. Now let's move on to the tent. We're going to start off with the polygon tool, and we're going to make it a polygon, and we're going to decrease it from the number of sides it has to 3, and then we're going to create a triangle, and we're going to fill it with an 8-point stroke. So, for example, we're going to come here. We are going to polygon it up, slide it, make it 3, double click, make it 3. We're actually going to take our stroke and we're going to make it not dashed. We want it to be 8 point. And we also want to make it a darker color. So maybe my outside of my tent is going to be purple and my inside of my tent is going to be light pink. From here, we're going to take it and we're going to slice it. So we're going to draw a line down the middle and create another square. So with my line tool, it will also hold that same opacity and color if I choose it. Make it 8. Drag it down the center. We don't want it to be dashed. So stroke, not dashed. Right there. Then we're going to make a square that is also filled with that light pink color. I'm going to grab my jack selection tool, take this guy, delete it, have it like that. Then we're going to go object path join. And it's going to close that shape. And then it looks like we are going to round those corners. Pull it in, perfect. And then of course I can rotate it. And rotate. Then we're going to drag it, place it, rotate this one, maybe make it a little lighter. And drag it down. And we have the tent. For the rest of this lesson, I am going to have you guys kind of try it on your own. You should be able to move through each of the steps and see. The biggest thing here is if you follow through and you go into these things, anytime you see a greater than sign, that's going to be like that next step. So you have to go find the object window, then you want to go find that next word, and then you want to kind of build out your shapes. I hope this at least helped you get started. Remember, colors, concepts, designs, they can be completely unique and your own. And let me know if you guys need anything else or any other help.